Hmm.
Thank you so much,
You're the
John.
man.
Really appreciate it. Okay, folks, just stay patient. Sorry, wish there was something more we could do, but we really can't. Thank you so much,
You're the
John.
man.
Really appreciate it.
What the heck? I can't hear anything.
Folks, I'm going to get up and leave the screen for just a few moments. I'll be back shortly. Everybody doing okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Mr. Bonilla. So I'll be right back. I was just going to run off the bench for just a moment.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Hang
Thank you,
tight.
Judge. Fighting.
Hey guys, sorry that was out. I see Mr. Knight's back. Mr. Habash. I don't see Mr. Oh, there you are, Jeremy. I'm sorry.
Judge, if you would like an update on my cases whenever you're ready, I'd be glad to give you those updates.
Yes, sir.
Concerning Jessica Vaughn, and Mr. Knight can confirm, the POM is going to be 1245, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, there's an attached felony, and we'll let the felony take care of everything.
Okay. So we'll just reset it for 6 months, or?
No, Your Honor, we will, we will be dismissing.
Sorry?
Your Honor, we will be dismissing.
Okay. Okay. So we're not holding on to it until it
That's
gets.
correct. We're going to let the felony
Okay.
take care of it.
I understand. Thank you, sir. Okay. So that.
Judge May, Ms. Vaughn, excused.
Yes, Ms. Vaughn may be excused. Wherever she is.
Thank you. I do have another matter on the afternoon docket, if I may, just real quick, Judge.
Okay.
It's Alexandria Moreno. This case was supposed to be considered in another one of her previous cases she's on probation for. In that case will be dismissed as well.
That's correct. It will be 1245 into the pre-existing case, Your Honor. Just a bit of housekeeping that wasn't done.
Yes, sir. Go both. Anything else?
Just clarification on your expectation of the public defender's office this afternoon, Judge. I'm sorry I wasn't able to attend the meeting on the 14th. I was in district court.
Sure. Let's hang on just a minute, Mr. Habash. I can talk to you about that in just a minute. Let me get Mr. Pettis. I think is
Thank you.
in line to speak with Mr. Knight, and Mike and Mr. Connors. I see you here this morning. Thank you, Mr. Knight, not Ryan Connor. I'm sorry. Neil Connors and Mr. Knight. Is there a preference on breakout rooming, or do y'all still only put you both together? And
As for your orders, Your Honor, set it any way you want to.
Okay, it just doesn't matter. I know Mr. Pettis wants to speak to you, Mr. Knight, and I know that Mr. Connor, Ryan Connor, is pro se. He showed up. He finally got online, Mr. Knight, and he'd like to speak to your office as well. So
That's fine, Your Honor.
I was just wondering if Mr. Federico Flores, if the violation, because I don't believe the county attorney's office is ready to proceed with the full violation hearing. And so I was just wondering if we could get that reset and then he can be dismissed.
Mr. Knight?
Oh, I don't see my probation officer on screen, Your Honor. I think that's the only person we need for it.
Oh, she's on.
He's here.
She's there. Wait, Miss Luna.
Hi, Mr. Knight. See me?
Miss Luna, are you ready on the MTR?
I am.
Then we're ready.
Okay, we'll deal with that in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and put y'all in with Mr. Pettis. Hang on real quick.
Knight, would you like me to proceed with one of the breakout rooms with one of the gentlemen that is either pro se or?
Pick your poison, Chief.
Judge, I'm available for the dispatch to a breakout room with someone speaking with the county attorney's office.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'll put you in with Mr. Connor here in just a second. Let me get these redone.
That will never be confusing, Your Honor.
No, not at all. You two are going to go in together. Y'all are in charge. There you go.
Mr. Knight, just so you know, I am chatting with you on the side. Do you know how to look at that?
If not, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
I've got your MTR in my hands.
Okay.
Okay, y'all are going. Mr. Pettis, I'm about to put you I'm about to put you into a breakout room with Mr. Knight, okay? Mr. Knight, he's talking to somebody on the phone. Ah, there you are, Mr. Pettis. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Judge, I'm here.
Okay, great. I'm about to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Knight. Do you want your client with you, or do you want to hold off on that for right now?
Oh, Judge, actually, I don't think that's necessary. I think Amanda's sending over the dismissal right away.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So I'll just wait until the dismissal's there and signed by you, and I'll be done.
Okay, that sounds great.
What a demigod of defense.
I appreciate it.
Okay. All right, then Neil, Mike, and the defendant, Mr. Connor, are now in a room.
Your Honor, before I beam over to that breakout room, may I ask Mr. Loya if he has dismissal paperwork on a Will Garcia?
Will Garcia, we'll check.
Thank you, Judge. That's Ariel's case.
Ah.
Thank you.
Yeah, number 2. Machine,
Yes.
we don't have a dismissal on William Garcia. He's in residential treatment. We got the letter and we passed, the hearing was passed. I'm not even sure what did we do? Did we reset him?
We were resetting, we were going to reset him because she was in contact with him. But he couldn't.
We just prepared the dismissal this morning, Judge. Just waiting for Mr. Knight to sign it.
Oh, thank you, Ms. Linda. Okay, great.
Not a problem.
Can you catch that, Ms. Yoon?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Judge,
Yes, sir.
I've just been informed that I've been excused. I wanted to thank you for your time, and I hope you all have a great day.
Thank you. Same to you, sir. Thank you for your patience in this.
Not a problem, sir. You have a good one.
You too. Okay. Mr. Bonilla, I just unmuted you. I'm so sorry.
That's okay, Judge. I
Um,
apologize about this morning. I was putting in the wrong password, and Mr. Loya told me it was B County, so it was dummy proof, but I managed to mess it up. And then I had a 9 o'clock in Live Oak County, so I was in that for a while. But I'm here late, so better late than never.
Yes, sir.
On Juan Lopez, that case was going to be dismissed, and that should have had Tony's name. And then I'm looking for Mr. Zamora, and I do not see him.
He was not here this morning. He hasn't been on yet. Do you want
So
to try to get him on the line real quick?
Yeah, I can try to call him. If you'll excuse me for a moment, I'll give him a call and see if I can reach him. But yeah, let me try that and see if I can get him on here.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
So we've got Mr. Bonilla's, Mr. Connor, Mr. Barretta. Man, I wish he had showed up.
Your Honor, could I get to a breakout room with Miss Luna and Miss Yoon regarding the MTR?
I can do my best to do that for you. Yes, sir. Hang tight. No, that room. I had a breakout room.
Mr. Amanda's going to put something in on the rest of these.
Oh, yes.
Hey, I thought the judge was going to put us in the breakout.
I'm having some difficulty creating another breakout room, Mr. Knight. Hang tight real quick and I'll disrupt the other room and try to create multiple rooms so we can keep moving forward. We're almost done. So just bear with me, please.
Well, thank you, Your Honor. Better you than me.
Guys, I'm really sorry. I had to close out the breakout room to create another breakout room. I'm putting y'all back in just a moment.
I think we're good, Judge. We'll rejoin you. Thank you. Perfect timing.
Okay. Then can I get more rooms? Okay, Mr. Knight, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in with Miss Luna. And who else did you want?
Me.
are you, Miss Yoon? There you are. Yoon Luna Segovia. Okay. All right. Oh. Any luck, Mr. Bonilla?
No, well, I spoke to, I believe, his grandmother. She was going to try to track him down and get him to give me a call. I'm not sure if he was working or what the problem was this morning, and I forgot to remind him last week, so that could have been part of it. But this is one of our, I think this might be our second setting.
This is the pretrial setting. It's a Mr. Bonilla, you probably met Mr. Connors before when he was in a different role. He's now assistant county attorney.
Yes.
So
Mr. Bonilla.
Yes, hello. I was on a hearing last week when I heard, that was the first I heard that you were going to be with the county attorney's office. So welcome.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Yeah, we're glad he's there. Listen, on this one, Mr. Bonilla, Mr. Connors, is there any reason to not we can reset to February 16th, and if y'all can work it out before then, that's great. And if not, Mr. Bonilla, you can make sure your client, is taking the day off of work or the morning off or whatever he needs to be present.
Absolutely, Judge. And I think it is one we can work out. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to, but that'll give us a little time to get it worked out, hopefully, and then also have my client here for sure next time. He, in person before, I had represented him before, and he was good about showing up. So I imagine something must have, he either forgot and it might be my fault for that, not reminding him last week. But
And Judge, I'm sorry, the defendant's name in this case?
This is Vincent Zamora. It's case number 17 on the morning docket.
Thank you. No objection to a reset on this. Can I ask our office to prepare that for signature?
Oh, no, sir. We'll do the resets. Thank you.
Oh, great. Thank you, Judge.
We'll reset to February 16th.
February 16th, okay.
Mr. Bonilla, we'll send that reset to you. If you can have your client sign it and get it back to us, I would appreciate it. I know this is a really weird time, and just the more confirmation we have that people are getting the notices that they need to make it more useful for us. I really
Absolutely. I'll get with him, Judge. And he has been good about keeping in touch. So I'm sure I'll be able to reach him sometime today.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bonilla. Do you have any other matters before the court this morning?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay, you are excused. You're welcome to stay and hang out as long as you want.
Thank you, Judge. And I apologize again for me and technology don't get along too well all the time, but couldn't be easier than B County as a password, but
it's no problem at all. I've been on the other end of this a lot. No big
right.
deal. So thank you.
All righty. Well,
call me when you need me, Mr. Bonilla.
Yes, sure will. Good.
Call me when you need. Thank you.
Absolutely. Good to see you. And thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You too, sir. Bye-bye. You get that February 16, 2021? All right. Mr. Connors.
Speaking of resets, Your Honor, we have another one for you potentially.
Yes, sir.
I hate to say my namesake, maybe.
Mr. Connor?
My name, right, anyway. Mr. Connor, Ryan Connor is present. We were in the breakout room, and we've agreed also to a reset on that as he obtains some licensing information. We think that though a 2-month reset would be more helpful for him because he has to run through some administrative hurdles.
March 16th. Is that okay?
Thank you, Judge. That's perfect.
Is it March 16th too? And February 16th?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
That's easy to remember.
Yeah, except it makes me think like I'm making a mistake and I'm setting half of the cases on the wrong date. Okay.
Correct.
Mr. Connor, can you hear me? Let me unmute him.
Where he came back from breakout. He'll be on mute.
Yeah, he's here.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mr. Connor. Thank you. Mr. Connor, your case has been reset to March 16th of 2021. You have my telephone number, right, Mr. Connor?
I do. I believe I do. Yes, sir.
If you want to make sure that we have your good email address so we can send you this notice of hearing, or your good physical address so we can send this notice of hearing, would you call that number tomorrow morning and ask for Mike Loya? He's the gentleman over my right shoulder. He's out of, now he's in frame. What's that?
His address is 1108 Cherry.
Is your address still 1108 Terry?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay.
George West, got it.
In George West. We'll get that out to you, Mr. Connor. If you don't get it, please let us know, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir, and you are excused. Thank you for being here today, and we'll talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Judge. You have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay, that leaves the... Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you so much, John. Somebody just popped on, or, oh, he popped off. And the Mark Barretta case. Mr. Pettis. Neil, this is case number 4 on the docket. Defendant's name is Mark Barretta. Mr. Pettis is here. I presume it's...
Okay. Take a look at that. Is he pro se, Your Honor?
No, no. The defendant is Mark Barretta. His attorney is laughing on the phone. And I mean, whenever he's right.
Okay, right. That other gentleman. I know who you mean.
Whenever I don't know what the situation is, or that's the last case on the docket.
Oh, it is. Okay, well, I'll try to move speedily to that one.
Judge, that was a dismissal?
Oh, it was. No?
Barrera, it's right here, Judge, yeah.
Barrera was a dismissal?
Yes, there's somebody in here.
Thank you, Ms. Banda.
Yes, sir.
It's in here, so, right here.
Amanda, you get an A, literally.
Thank you.
And Amanda, just to confirm, that was attorney Mr. Perez's case?
Correct. And I believe he was waiting for a copy of the dismissal.
Okay, maybe I can send him a message, John.
I'm back, Judge. And you're muted. You're muted, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Pettis. I believe we were talking Mark Barretta. I understand there'll be a dismissal in that case.
Yes, Judge.
You don't have anything else on the docket except for that one, right?
That's it, Judge.
Okay, well, you and your client are excused whenever you want. You can stay online if you want for a while, but y'all don't need to be here for me anymore.
Okay, Judge. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you have a great day, sir.
You too.
No. I wonder if he was on another Zoom call. Just have different laptops set up.
Crazy.
Mhm.
Is that it, Judge?
That's it. That's it on the docket, except for the violation hearing that was a dismissal.
Dismissal?
And no, wait, Miss Yoon has something. Which one is she doing? Yeah, I thought it was a violation one, but That's John Pettis, right? Maybe I just wrote my notes down on the wrong.
Amanda, do you know which case the judges, was there something that Ariel had that was contested?
Yeah, it's case number 3 on the docket. And my apologies, I was getting confused between case 3 and 4. So that I showed that's the only matter that's unresolved on the morning docket is case number 3, Federico Flores.
Okay, I'll check into that, Judge.
Oh, Mr.
I think
Habak.
that's the one that.
Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Mr. Connors.
If I'm not mistaken, that was the one that Amanda and Mike, I'm sorry, Brittany and Mike were breaking out about.
Yes, sir.
And also Ariel.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Habash, you had mentioned discussing this afternoon. We had most of this is an arraignment, the arraignment document, and I'm looking at it right now. We've got 37 cases on the docket. They're probably mostly going to be yours. But really, I think in Mr. Diaz, we had talked about it a little bit last week. What I need to be able to do is when a defendant has said they're here and that they do want court-appointed counsel, I need to give them the information to take it to the next step. And I think I don't know that we actually did set or get any feedback or make a decision on how that next step is going to go. If we're going to have them give them y'all's number and they call y'all, or if they call one number, or if you want us to get their number and you call them. It doesn't matter. I hate the thought of missing, having somebody fall through the cracks. So anything that we can do to avoid that would be great. But that's really going to be the issue.
If I may, Judge, I think it'd be best thinking about it since our last meeting, if y'all were able to obtain phone numbers and names for us or for me, that way I can call them back individually instead of getting all these calls at once and I'm not able to communicate with them.
Absolutely. We'll take care of it. No problem.
I appreciate that, Judge. Thank you.
And Judge, concerning the arraignments in which you've already approved the waivers of arraignments this morning for my clients, do you still want me on the afternoon docket concerning those clients specifically?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, you're excused. Yeah, you and Ms. Yoon, anybody that has already filed waiver of arraignments for those particular cases is excused from this afternoon. No problem.
Okay. Thank you very much, Judge.
Is there a way
What's that?
we put on another breakout room with Mr. Federico Flores?
Yeah, absolutely. Now I've got them all set up. I think I'm good to go.
Yeah. I'm like trying to be efficient, have multiple things going on at the same time.
No pressure. We're all waiting. Hold on, let me find you. Okay, I'm sending you there now. There you go, Ms. Yoon. Mr. Flores, I've invited you to go to another breakout room with your attorney. Oh, you already.
I don't think I got it yet.
You didn't get it?
Maybe Amanda A.
No, you're Ariel Yoon.
Yeah, I'm like, there's also 2 A's here.
You're in it and you're not joined, but you're available.
I'm in it. I haven't seen anything pop up.
Oh,
wait, let me. Let me try.
Okay, Miss Yoon and Mr. Flores are now in their own breakout room, Mr. Knight. Beforehand, yeah, I think so. Well, it depends on the number of people per room. We're going to do phone numbers and names for defendants that do want court-appointed counsel. And So this afternoon, for the folks that are on the docket, on the arraignment docket, have showed up, but that do want court-appointed counsel. I don't know. I'd be really interested to know if there's any other ideas. I asked around. I really didn't get any solutions that work with the expediency that we're used to in this court with respect to the arraignment component. So I would propose that it's going to get messy for 5 months, but I would propose that on the arraignment docket, if they want a court-appointed counsel, we reset their case to allow them to go through the process of filling out, contacting Trala, we're going to provide their names and telephone numbers to Trala. Trala is going to contact them to fill out the affidavit of indigency, and if it's approved, then I'll sign it and assign them to Trala or another defender if attorney if Trala is conflicted out, and then we'll have to set them back on the docket for their arraignment hearing unless they file a waiver of arraignment before then. Is there another way to cut it down to one hearing? I don't know how we can do it today. Any other way, but open to all suggestions. Make sure I wasn't on mute the whole time. I guess that's how we'll do it then. And if there is any for the afternoon, if there's any other ideas, just shoot me a text message or an email. To the extent we can have the minimum amount of delay on these cases that are already filed, I know that'd be great for everybody. But I just don't know how we can do it otherwise.
I'll do my best to get them in as quickly as possible. That way it doesn't lag any time.
Thank you, Mr. Diaz. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I wonder if there is a way to preemptively make the offer of court-appointed counsel to individuals that are on the
Included in the notice of court, Your Honor.
I think we might do that, Mr. Knight, just to try to, and I know we'll still probably very few people will take the effort to reach out to Trala, but Trala, if y'all could look at it, obviously we're not going to do it today, and we're not going to do it February 2nd because those notices have already gone out. So it'd be for the February 16th. Mr. Abash, Mr. Diaz, if you want to talk with your team and see, is there a mechanism, or maybe you could set up a dummy email address or have a phone number that's dedicated for voicemails for it coming in, just something that we can put and give out into the public sphere that wouldn't then derail your day-to-day operations, if that makes sense.
Sure, we'll do that.
That's a good idea. It's kind of hard to walk over to one corner of the courtroom and have a private discussion to see how one of y'all is doing, how your weekend was. I hope everybody's weekend was good. I just got notified that the B County COVID-19 Coalition has been approved as a vaccinator. So we will pretty shortly, hopefully, be receiving vaccines and distributing them directly, in addition to all the other local entities that are providing vaccination opportunities.
Fantastic.
Yeah, hopefully if we get some. We got a lot coming in today or tomorrow,
Yes.
and Thursday or Wednesday. If anybody is interested, please. I think the KCOS one filled up yesterday evening as soon as they put out the notice. I believe that there's some meetings today, and that tomorrow some new telephone numbers will be made available to the public for separate and additional vaccination offering over at the hospital. But until that's confirmed, that telephone number is not going to go out. hospital isn't really set up with anything. We expect that there will be a rush of the telephone. When the phone bank is live, the numbers are being distributed. If anybody has any questions, call me privately.
You know, some of the older care centers have received the vaccine because where my mom was staying, they got it, the first
that's
dose.
Is that in Texas, Neil, or is that?
I think that's what they aspire to. I don't know how successful it's been across the board, but at least at the Graham House, they received a shot. Hopefully it's no invasion of HIPAA, but any event, there it is for the first round.
Did the was it through one of the
You say that again, please, Judge?
do you know if it was through Walgreens or CVS?
I don't know.
I just wondered because I understood that they were going to be vaccinating or offering the vaccination to all nursing homes and adult living facilities, but it could be that it's just straight nursing homes, not
Right.
living facilities like
because they, delivered it. They didn't have to go out for it.
in any event. Wonderful, glad to hear.
Right.
I'm gonna take a phone call real quick, you guys. Bless you.
Bless you.
All right.
Sorry, can I be just on one last quick breakout room with Mr. Knight? I just have a quick question.
Okay.
And Miss Luna.
And Miss Luna. Sorry.
Okay. I'll move you to breakout room 6. Can y'all go to breakout room 6?
Yes. I learned that at the bottom I have to click join breakout room.
Ah.
I just, as someone who was past this case, I'm trying to have a full understanding of everything that's going on. We have an offer, but I would like to have a little bit more time with it before accepting, because I just have realized that we have to deal with another court also. And so I just want to have all of the full implications before I have a client.
Sorry about that. Okay.
So I don't know if it's possible to have some extra time with this, but I just, I'm not really ready to accept it at this time. And it might just be my new attorney thing.
Would you be ready by this afternoon?
That would be helpful. I could have more time from now until this afternoon to work on it.
Mr. Knight, what are your
No
thoughts?
objection, Your Honor. We're all good.
Try to get off today if at all possible. Yeah, I'm okay with that, Ms. Yoon. We'll call the afternoon docket and work through it, and then we'll retouch on this case before we're done for the day.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks. Well, thank you all. That would conclude the morning docket, unless there's any other matters that need to come before the court.
Judge, may I be heard briefly?
Yes, sir.
Judge, this bond has brought my attention. There was a filing, motion to substitute counsel in case number 24828. I don't believe this is on your docket, but I wondered if it would be possible to recall a warrant on that. Mr. Dye appeared, filed a notice of appearance, substitute counsel, and was asking for a reset of that case. No, it's not on today's act, but rather asking for an appearance date on that case. It's cause number 24828, and the defense name is Joel Valdez. And I think it's an ambush, Your Honor. I don't believe it's on your docket for today. We provided some documentation to Mike asking for the warrant to be recalled.
Okay, so there's a alias capias warrant that was issued.
That's my understanding, Your Honor.
Okay, I noticed on the motion to substitute counsel, there was no, it could be a civil criminal thing. There's no consultation no consultation notice with Sid Harris Mendez. There's no indication of whether, for whatever reason, Sid, I don't know why would object to it, but there's none of those components in this motion to substitute counsel, which varies from how I usually would have prepared my own motion to substitute counsel if I was going to do that. And so I was going to wait until the court, whenever this is set for hearing, to actually grant the motion, because the motion isn't agreed, it's just a one-sided motion at this stage.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
But I mean, if y'all want to.
I think there was some, and I'm sorry, and I try to figure out which hat I'm on, but Mr. Dye did contact our office and had some concerns about the potential exposure of this gentleman between now and any court setting on a warrant. So I'll defer to the judgment of the court if perhaps it could be reset for February 2nd and the parties to appear, if that would.
And you said you provided us, Mr. Loya, with some information on the alias.
That's correct. Our office, it's my understanding, through whatever mechanism, Amanda had provided I guess with a request to recall the warrant. And that should be somewhere in your file or on your desk, but not set for today.
And the state's not opposed to withdrawing that alias capias.
And I defer to my superior, Mr. Knight, but I believe that is correct.
What Neil said.
Okay, we'll take care of that, Mr. Connors, and then
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Dye and or Mr. Harris Mendez can, or I'll figure out if their paperwork is sufficient and whatnot. So, but that'll take the pressure off of the defendant if the owner proposes. That's no problem.
Thank you, Judge. I'll let counsel know about that, Mr. Dye. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Anything else from anybody? Okay, we're reset. Thank you, Mr. Knight. We'll see you guys 1:30.
Yes,
And-
sir. Thank you, Judge.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you, Judge.
well.
Judge,
Thank you.